A monarchist, a communist, and a democrat walk into a bar. And you know what they have in common? Buddhism. Now that sounds like a lame joke, but I assure you it isn't. Case in point, the country of Laos in Southeast Asia. Yes, it's called Lao, the S is silent. Buddhism is a big deal in this country. It represents their culture, it represents their sovereignty, it legitimizes whoever is in power. Now you might be wondering, how can monarchs and communists use the same religion to legitimize their rule? And you also might be wondering, how can communist Marxists, who don't like any religion at all, endorse Buddhism? To answer these questions, we need to look at these three monuments. It started 2200 years ago. Emperor Ashoka from India used to promote Buddhism, so he sent emissaries all around the world, including Laos, carrying the Buddha's remains. When they arrived in Laos, those remains were kept at a shrine or stupa called Thatluang. But how does this determine the divine right to rule or sovereignty? In the 1300s, a Cambodian ruler of Laos hands the kingdom over to his son-in-law along with a statue of the Buddha and says, go rule this separate nation. And that gives Laos sovereignty as well as a ruler who has the divine right to rule. And that king creates a capital city dedicated to Buddhism called Luang Prabang. And our final site is called Huprakyu. It was the king's personal temple from the 1500s. It used to house an emerald Buddha believed to give the right to rule, and it was stolen by the Siamese for exactly that reason. They wanted to rule. So Buddhism meant a lot to monarchs, and it means a lot to the common man. Today, 66% of the country is Buddhist, and Laos society is formed on Buddhist principles. But how does this help a communist government trying to retain power? It turns out that communist leaders thought that Marxism and Buddhism said the same thing, that society and people should be equal. So Buddhism was really a way of getting a Marxist message out to the people. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please like, subscribe, follow me. I'll see you later.